Hello there, welcome to another Speedy Clark production. So today you find me on a very nice sunny day, well early evening in Scotland, which is very unusual at 21 degrees, and I'm on my way to a secret location where I'm going to be testing my new time trial bike, the giant Trinity Advanced Pro Super Aero with Corima disc and Corima Aero front wheel, rotary Q-ring, Shimano Dura-Ace mechanical, but I'm actually opting to use the older Dura-Ace group set, predominantly because I like the way the cranks are actually on it. So that's just my personal choice. And using Physique time trial saddle and Garmin Victor 3S power pedals. So I haven't ridden this bike on the road yet. I've done an aero bike fit, as you'll seen from my previous films, on the turbo trainer, courtesy of Pedal Power, so thank you very much for that. And I've done one turbo trainer session where, according to my power meter, I averaged 328 watts for the 20-minute period, which was actually a 10-mile time trial in the turbo, weighing 61.2 kilos. So I'm hoping my power meter was accurate for that effort, because the power was a bit higher than what I would do in my road bike, and I was in the aero tuck position. And normally in the aero tuck position you lose a bit of power. I seem to be 20 watts higher, so I'm hoping that's going to be accurate. The power meter was calibrated, so that's very interesting. Another interesting fact actually is when I took the power meter and put it back onto my training bike, just my winter training bike, and went for a road ride. Obviously I calibrated the unit, actually calibrated it twice, and the power meter readings were very, very low, only indicating a zone 2 ride, even though my heart rate dictated a sweet spot ride. So, yep. And I definitely felt like I was going a lot harder than a zone 2 ride. So, can't explain that one. Hopefully everything's okay with the power meter. It has been very reliable, I've got no reason to doubt it, but just a couple of little strange anomalies I've noticed. And for some reason it's only when I'm changing the pedals over to the bike, between bikes, sorry. So tonight it's not about any major speed or performance, it's about finding out how the TT bike handles on the road. So I have the Scottish 10 mile time trial championships on Sunday the 28th April, so a week this Sunday actually. So I really need to get to grips with this bike, because I've only ridden it twice, and one was an aero bike fit to get the measurements, and the other one was a 20-minute session on the turbo, which did feel very nice, but riding on the road and the turbo is totally different. So I'll be interested to see how it is and to see how the power numbers are. Now the location I'm using is a location that I used to use when I was a lot younger, 19 years ago actually, when I was time trialling to a reasonable level and everything was aluminium. I actually had a custom built Scandium aluminium road bike sprayed in the Credit Agricole colours. It was actually a replica of a time trial bike that Chris Boardman had made by Terry Dolan in his final years at Credit Agricole back in 1999 to 2000. So I used to take that bike with Mavic Cosmic carbon wheels and test on this specific road just to see how I was performing. Now the road I'm using is challenging in terms of it's not a fast road. I like it, it's very nice for testing the bike, especially a TT bike, but it has a few drags. The road surface isn't as good as it used to be. It's not fast, so on a reasonable course over 10 miles I'd probably go a minute and a half to 2 minutes quicker, depending on a decent course. So we'll see how it goes, so catch up shortly. Okay, so successful test on the time trial bike, the Giant Trinity Advanced Pro. So just to put it into perspective, I'd done quite a hard training session last night, but not killed myself, because I wanted to kind of test the bike a bit tonight. So I was kind of up and down with the power today, but I did have a small problem. I couldn't mount my bike computer on the bike or on the bars, because the special time trial mount that I had on my last bike doesn't fit on this bike, and also the one that I've ordered hasn't came through yet, so I won't get that till next week. So I basically had to turn the bike computer on, stick it in my back pocket and then go. So I was just riding the bike on feel and a bit blind, and the only thing I really noticed was it felt a bit twitchy. I was a bit nervous on the bike, and I actually felt like I went a bit slower and restricted myself in the beginning, because my hands kept slipping forward on the stumps where the brakes are to get the bike up to speed. Like the angle was down a little bit, and there's no grip tape or bar tape on. It's just the bare carbon. So you know, my hands kept sliding there. And going on to the TT bars, the position felt absolutely amazing. Absolutely loved the position. It was very nice on the road, very comfortable, felt aero, felt good, really liked it. But the issue I had again was my hands felt a bit slidey, so I really didn't go all out. So my average power was only 241 watts, and my heart rate was only like 159, 160. So yeah, you know, I was like, my zone wasn't that high. So my average speed was 23.6. Now the course that I chose, it put like a mini roundabout in, which never used to be there, so it made it quite slow, a very, very tight, small roundabout. And again, I was a bit nervous coming out the turn, so in total there was 2 roundabouts I had to negotiate, turn and come back. Now I wasn't flat out, I wasn't at the top end of my power, my heart rate was nowhere near it would be max out in a time trial, and according to Strava I have the fastest time for the measured 10 mile section this year, so that is very good. And out of everyone that's recorded on Strava on that route, I'm 20th overall since Strava began on that route, so that's very good. Considering, you know, look at me, I'm absolutely fine, you know, I was just testing, so very, very happy with that. I couldn't film on the bike because I've no GoPro mounts on the TT bike, so I couldn't film it. But as you'll have seen, you've seen the bike, it's very nice. So I'm looking forward to just building up the confidence on the bike, because again, I didn't give it everything. I was a little, if I'm being brutally honest, I was a little bit nervous with the bike. It's very narrow, very twitchy, very aerodynamic, but super fast. So I can't wait till I can actually unleash everything on that bike, because it is going to be very good, especially on a fast course as well. So thank you very much for watching, stay tuned, take care, bye bye.